Hello everybody, Gliderman here. So today we're going to be taking a look at using text in Blender. And you may think that this would be a relatively simple concept, and unfortunately it's kind of not, but kind of is. It's not, just as simple as typing something. There are a couple things to keep in mind. So for now, I'm just going to delete this cube by hitting X and then left clicking delete. I'm going to be staying in the Blender render, or the Blender renderer for this. So we're just going to hit Shift A, or we can go down here and click Add, and then we're going to click Text. So you're going to see we've got the text there, and we've got a new menu up here. This won't actually change the text that's in it. I can just rename it Test, and it doesn't change the stuff there. So what you would do is you would just hit Tab, and then you can change the text here. So I'm just going to change it to hello everybody. And then I'm going to hit Tab again. So I've got the text, but it's kind of from this origin point. And if you go into Tab, there's no like select all and then shift it over. It's a little bit trickier than that. You have to go over here, and you can do these different modes here. So this is centered. So you can pick what you want there. There's also, if I can find it, there we go, the geometry with the offset, which kind of looks a little bit weird, and the extrude. And the extrude makes it three-dimensional, so I'm just going to make that 0.1. And you can see now the text is three-dimensional, and if I render that real quick, you can see it does look properly 3D. And then there's this bevel, which is kind of something that you would have to work to perfect. If we just take a render at that, you can see it's kind of like just flat there. But that would simply be by adjusting the resolution. And you can go quite high on it to make it look better and better. As you can see there, it's relatively smooth. But that will increase your vertice count and take longer to render. So if we just bump that up to 30, you can see the vertice count is at 60,000. If that was just at 0, that would be 7,000. So do keep that in mind if you're trying to do text. So now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting this text around on a curve, and this will allow us to bend it into different shapes. So let's do Shift A, and then we'll do curve, and then we'll do a circle. And we're just going to scale that up by 2, like that. And then we're going to right click on this, and we're going to do Alt and then C, and we're going to convert to a mesh from the curve slash text. So now we've got a mesh. I'm going to click this modifiers thing. Then we're going to add a modifier in a deform for the curve. And we're going to obviously deform on our circle. So you can see right away we've got our circle deforming the object there. So we can rotate this around, and as you can see, that kind of flexes it around in different ways. You can experiment with what's good for you. I believe what we're going to do is we're going to do a negative X, and then we're going to rotate by 180 on the Y. Not on the Y. We're going to rotate this on the Y, 180. That way we can see the hello everybody there. And actually, let's scale that up a little bit as well, like maybe by 2. And if we just pop over to our camera, we can drag this into the view. We should probably apply this modifier, and then we can drag it. There we go. And then we'll just rotate along the Z, and then we'll put that into view, and we'll render it. So now we've got our text around on a circle, and we've applied that modifier to it. And this is also, since this is now a mesh, editable in the standard edit mode. I will note there are a couple things that will look slightly weird. As you can see, with this one vertex selected, it only appears to be going this way. that is normal. If we just drag that, that's because I believe it's doing the edge split, or I think that's what it's called. But basically there's two vertices in that area. Let's see if I can select the other one. I don't know if I can. But there's a vertice where this comes in, that comes in, that comes in. Or potentially like even one for each of those. I forget how exactly it works, but they all come to the same point, except they're all slightly different. Okay, so they are all connected. That's so that it can properly cut and make a crisp edge. But there we go. So we've got our text here in Blender. And of course, I should mention, you can apply materials. You just create a material and then you can create whatever color you want. So I hope this was useful for you guys. And I hope you guys can easily use the text and the curve modifiers for it nicely in Blender now. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!